I think that some people, if they genuinely want to just perform a service and they want to figure out
absolutely.
that paint by numbers approach, like, hey, we make event videos, it's a 3-camera thing, we put them in the back of the room, like it's all very regimented and controlled.
We're locked in at this profit number every year, as long as like we depreciate our equipment over.
Yeah.
That is, it's a different thing.
It's a different thing. And you certainly can do that and run a profitable business. Absolutely.
100%.
To me, it's, and this is where it gets, the difference ends up becoming, again, someone that just performs a service and gets these series of tasks done that create an outcome versus someone that brings some magic and some artistry and something special to the mix.
Yeah.
I could hire a person who could build me a bookshelf, and that person could charge me $500 because it's this material and it's plywood and they put it together and there's no special joints and there's no finishing work, the wood selection, all that. Or I can hire a carpenter who's really choosy about what projects he does or she does, and I tell them what I want to feel, what I want it to look like in the room, how long I want it to last, all that stuff, and they prescribe to me what I need.
Yeah.
And I will gladly pay a premium for that. The other analogy, too, is when you go to the doctor, you don't show up and say, hey, look, doc, figured this out.
Yeah.
I've got pancreatic cancer, and here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to administer chemotherapy. Then we're going to do a round of immunotherapy. Here are the drugs we're going to use. These are the days I'm going to come in, etc. And I have been in the room with clients that are like, hey, we need a video. This is what it's going to be. I need this. I need footage of this person. And I'm like, well, whoa, wait a second. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Like, pipe down, video guy. You're just here to be told what to do. Yeah. We don't do that with a doctor because we look up to them. We sense their expertise. We don't have the knowledge of medicine to properly self-diagnose and treat ourselves with complicated issues. So we look to them for their expertise to not only diagnose our problem, but to also prescribe a remedy. And I always wanted to be perceived of as the doctor in that situation with video, not not just someone that showed up and
it's
and
tough
was told
with
what to do.
like, you have tools like Canva and tools like the iPhone camera and stuff like that really degrade the service of like a visual art. And you have plenty of people, when you were given the bookshelf example, you have plenty of people who are like, it's just holding books.
Right.
Like why would you pay more ever for that?
Yeah.
And well, the answer is if you think that way, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But there are people, and we're probably two of them,
right,
who would pay a little more just to have something a little more elegant. Yeah, that I heard this amazing quote this morning. Actually, it was like a designer's job is to elevate a person's expectation of what a thing can be.
That's right.
So I want to look at something and be like, oh my gosh, that is so much better than anything I've ever seen in that realm of item or experience.
Yeah,
man, I never even imagined that, and now I have this new plane of looking at the world because of how beautifully well designed this thing was.
Yep.
And that's what you pay for. And you know what, if you just want a bookshelf, go get a bookshelf. And there's always going to be a market, and there's always going to be people that serve that market. You can go to Target and get a book, Walmart, get a plyboard bookshelf for $30. Or you could pay $1,000 for like a, intricate oak, hand stained, carved,
each piece of wood was sourced by the carpenter to be, the best grain that doesn't have any
warping,
knots, no major issues. Yeah. They use, their amazing tools to handcraft it, to edge it, all this stuff. And then they're adding, let's say 10, 15, 20 years of experience in carpentry to get you this. And
it's like, you know what? Both do the job. There's 8 billion people. Like, the reality is there's 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
There's always going to be people who want that, and there's always going to be people who want the alternative. And you have to decide what you want to be. And we both agreed, it seems like, on the sometimes you just got to throw the fish back. It's not a good fit.
It had been a golden afternoon, and I remember having the familiar conviction that life was beginning over again with the summer.